middle school Pop Warner. Are we live?
No, we're not live yet.
Sure,
we live. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah. One of those interceptions was the worst interception I've ever seen thrown. The other one was 2 weeks in a row. The ball hits Cheetah in between the gloves, and this is why you can't have a 5'5" number one receiver. The ball hits Cheetah in between the gloves, and you can't squeeze it.
And that's why, Jay. And that's why I say Travis Kelce is your best receiver on the team as far as sure-handed.
Our best receiver has only caught one pass so far, and that's number 19. Boy, listen, learn that playbook, brother. Learn that playbook, brother. Because then they're unstoppable on offense. You can't.
Who's Josh Gordon?
Yeah, who you gonna double team now?
No, wait, time out. Wait. So you think Josh Gordon is a better receiver right now than Travis Kelce?
Yeah, because Travis Kelce is a tight end.
No, come on now, Jay, bro. You hit me with the literal, and
I'm saying I am.
You yourself even say 8'7" is the best receiver on your team.
8'7" is my guy. Do you remember Josh Gordon?
Since I seen him actually play with
route running, short-handed, makes catches that is Randy Moss-esque. Travis Kelce is still European at the end of the day, guys.
Oh my Lord, that's what we're doing. Come on now, we was doing good until you had to bring. Josh Gordon is still not that guy he was. He does no longer run a 4.4. May run a 4.6.
He don't even have to run a 4.4. All you have to do is make the safety stay on one side of the field.
Who said he don't run a 4.4?
No, me. No,
I'm not sure.
No. His route running and when he was running routes when he was playing. Oh, we are live? Oh my goodness gracious of God! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I said, yeah, we live, but
you're sarcastic. You're very sarcastic at times, Melvin. So I never know when to take you serious.
Nah, it's a red box in the corner, man.
Yeah. With a time on it. And right beside the time, it got like a number of people that's watching.
All right.
So, but look, hey, but look, Jay, you said something. You said. And oh man, it's the most passing the buck thing you could have done, man. And I'm not used to you passing the buck, man. So that's why when we talk about Kansas City topics, man, I scratch my head a lot because you get out of character.
I didn't pass the buck. What I passed the buck?
You passed the buck when you said something about interception. Well, one interception that he threw was bad. You talking about Patrick Mahomes.
It was the worst interception I've ever seen in my life.
Right. Even though that is the same interception we seen him in 3 games ago, though, where he was going to the ground and he threw it anyway. But you also said Tyreek Hill dropped one that caused the interception, which he did. But it's also kind of passing the buck because no one ever tells a quarterback, hey, your receiver saved you from that interception because you threw it in triple coverage.
No. I always say that. Shoot, Travis Kelce got a OPI for turning into a D-back and laying out a D-back because it was about to be a third interception that Pat threw.
Right. Which takes us back to a while back when we were saying 1-5 is doing some hero ball stuff that he probably just need to bring it down until they start winning again. Then he can go back to their hero ball.
And what I'm saying is, you're absolutely right. However, statistically, it's not Patrick Mahomes-esque, but it's not bad football. I mean, those interceptions were bad football, but he's not playing bad at quarterback. You're trading for him right now in fantasy.
No, he's not playing bad. I got him in fantasy in one of my leagues. He's not playing bad football at all.
No.
But I thought about it today. What's going on is the type of football he was playing before he turned into a turnover machine had him in the conversation of, hey man, this dude might be the GOAT quarterback when it's all said and done. And we had him in the conversation with Brady and Montana. Now that he's turned into a turnover machine, he's in the conversation with Brett Favre. great talent, great arm,
Here's
great
the thing,
football player. But
it's not that he's turned over into a turnover machine. Kansas City Chiefs has turned into a turnover machine. Like they have by far the most giveaways in the league. I'm talking about everybody. There's 6 different players who's fumbled the ball this year. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that's cultural that can be fixed. You
1-5 got a lot of distraction in his life as well.
I mean, got a whole new baby, man.
He got a baby. He got a brother that don't know how to act.
Oh my God!
No,
Hey, shut up,
And he got a wife that like to Twitter beef with people. I mean, come on, man.
And a mom that like to blame his receivers for interceptions.
Yep. I mean, he
Said,
got a whole
change the rule for my son. What?
Yeah. He got a whole lot going on. Like
What
his brother
sense did that make?
Brother doing TikTok dance on Sean Taylor's number.
Yeah, I'm like, come
Like,
on, man.
come
You can't
on,
be
man.
that tone deaf. Can't be that tone deaf, man.
He actually can. He
You
actually
think so?
can. Yeah, I mean, this is not the first. And even last year, there was rumblings about, hey, keep that kid from going to games.
Yeah.
Like
What's wrong with him?
Like he
acting a fool. But here's the thing. He's
of the Jake Paul generation.
I don't know, man. He's more of the RuPaul generation because he is. He is rather flamboyant, and I think him and the wife. I think they like BFFs. So whatever he does, she supports him 5,000%. Like you can see it.
What I'm saying,
doing that by gassing his ass up.
That there's a generation of people that's younger than us that this whole, as long as the camera's rolling, I'm gonna act a fool.
Yeah,
that's a thing, guys. You know what I'm saying? But when you get in between the numbers, I'll take 1-5 over anybody else starting. And here's something else. I'll take my defense. I'm gonna take my defense.
Man, I don't know. I don't know.
Jay.
Zoe, I don't know, man, because that Dakota Eugene Prescott the fourth ain't playing bad over there in Dallas, boy.
He playing real good.
He's playing.
Hey, look, I know what Pat Mahomes has done in the last 3 years, but seriously, right now, it's about 5 quarterbacks I take over Pat Mahomes, and Dakota is one of them. I definitely take Dakota over him right now. I take Dakota.
Here's the thing.
I take Kyler. I take Rodgers. I take Brady, and I take Lamar. That's 5. I take those 5 guys over 1-5 right now.
I wouldn't.
You
put either one of those 5 guys with that defense that lines up every week in Arrowhead, you got an 0-16.
It's possible. It's possible, but I just don't believe that. I don't believe.
Hey,
Green Bay
it's
kind of shitty too.
I know one guy that could be in that offense and may produce the same results though. He's in that conference. He's in that division. Justin Herbert is playing good football too.
And I got a question for you, Corey.
Oh, what the made him look pedestrian last week too.
They really Baltimore making everybody look pedestrian.
With that defense in Kansas City, but with also Kelsey Hill, Josh Gordon, and Nicole.
You can't name Josh Gordon yet.
Would you take what would happen if Aaron Rodgers got in there? Because right now Aaron Rodgers is the only elite quarterback with one weapon and making it happen.
One weapon.
I mean,
one receiving weapon.
One weapon.
He got Aaron Jones. I give him that. He got a running back. He got one running back, one receiver. Piss poor defense. And no second guy. Like if they decide to take away Adams from
receivers
him,
that you just don't even know.
Oh, come on.
Randall Cobb's there.
Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. This man said corn on the cob, man.
When you said that.
This man said
hey.
Budge when you said that.
Jay.
Hold on.
Jay, I'm feeling you because Randall Cobb was the truth before he left Green Bay.
What was he?
He had minimal at best.
What happened to return?
I wonder why.
What has he
Minimal
done?
Hey, he balling right now.
If you go name drop, man, let it be a real name for real.
He balling.
That tight end they got over there is okay.
Come on, Jay.
Oh, it's okay. He ain't 8'7".
Hey, and they
ain't 8'7". He ain't even 8'5".
Trade him for Kelsey.
No, I'm good on that. I said okay. I didn't say elite.
Hey, look, Jay. Any receiving threat, whether it's tight end or receiver, on either side, after you name Adams, you wouldn't trade nobody at the KC that's equivalent to Green Bay. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't trade.
I would take Cobb over Robinson. I'd take Cobb over McCole Hardman.
Josh Gordon.
Right now, yeah. If Cobb know the playbook, I'd take anybody over the play. Listen, he can't get on the field yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not talking about in terms of talent. You're talking about in terms of availability.
Yeah.
Not even availability in that sense. It's probably just knowledge. I mean, I think he don't know the playbook.
He's a week away from like being a part of the offense because he's dude. He had people watching Cleveland when no one was in Cleveland.
Got it. But all things being even, and I know you've been a somewhat facetious because you can't be serious, but just everything being equal. Josh Gordon is better than Cobb, right?
The last time I seen Josh Gordon play a full season, yes.
No, I'm taking Randall Cobb right now.
Boy, you crazy in your head.
But
my whole point is,
I don't know what I have with Josh Gordon. I know what I got with Randall Cobb.
No, you know what you got with Josh Gordon. You got an unbelievable talent. And they're going to roll of the dice if he's going to be available.
Right. So that's not a key availability.
Yeah. No, but listen, we getting away from the whole point.
Weed is legal. Weed is legal though. I'm just saying.
The problem was weed.
He can smoke. He can smoke. What you think?
I think he was lacing that with a little bit of mama's cooking.
Look, but we getting away from the whole point. My whole point is, out of all those elite quarterbacks that we just named,
Aaron Rodgers, he got the lease.
He has the lease and he's making it do. So I would love to see somebody surround him with the weapons that Brady got now and see what he do with it. I would love to see that, man.
I would like to see
Kyler Murray got.
Derek Carr only really have one elite receiver, which is his tight end, Darren Waller.
I think Henry Ruggs is elite.
He's fast. He's not
What's up, Lamar?
No, Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs last year.
Henry Ruggs is it's a rookie. He was hurt. Henry Ruggs is all right, man.
Hunter Winfrow is okay.
Henry Ruggs hurt.
You saying okay? We're talking about elite. Mel's initial thing was someone who have multiple elite receivers.
There aren't very many elite receivers in the NFL.
Yeah.
Period.
Julio Jones is not elite anymore.
No, he's not.
No,
and it seemed like soon as Julio got there, AJ Brown just turned into whoever. Because he's just a run-of-the-mill wide receiver. There are very few elite receivers in the NFL. And Aaron Rodgers has one of them.
I think there's a good 15 to 20 elite receivers.
Elite. Well, they don't make them. If it's 15 of them, they're not elite no more.
No, they run of a mill.
I'm going to go on a limb and say it's just that situational. It's just that, man, you're probably in an offense that is just not catering to you. I'm going to say this. Let's use Odell Beckham Jr. He was elite before he went to the Browns. That offense just does not suit his talents.
Not anymore. It doesn't suit any receiver's talent.
I know. So that's my point. It's by committee. There's a lot of places that's gonna kill the quote unquote elite.
I don't think Baker Mayfield suits his talents either.
Yeah, that's my whole point, though, Corey. They have them out there. We're just not gonna see their talents.
But here's the thing. I would still take Baker Mayfield over Eli Manning. I would.
I'm not saying that right now.
This is the thing about Baker. This is and that's why when he got hurt on that shoulder injury, I text y'all and said, Case Keenum about to get in and show out, but he didn't get a chance to get in.
He did.
Baker Mayfield is.
I was hoping that he would though. So people could see that Baker Mayfield ain't what everybody thinks he is. Because Case Keenum Case Keenum can sling that rock.
Yeah, Case Keenum
he can throw it.
He will throw it.
Hey, so let me ask you this: when we talking about Julio not being elite and AJ Brown or whatever, do you think that Tennessee would be better with Matty Ice at quarterback than Ryan Tannehill?
Yes. Did you see Ryan Tannehill last night? He's a trash can.
No, this is why I'm asking. So maybe Julio could still be elite.
Right.
But that goes to my point, though.
Exactly.
Cass. I'm not disagreeing with you. There is definitely.
But there's a 15 elite anything.
It's not 15. No, by definition. By definition, they're not elite if it's 15 of them.
All right, there's
two types of elites. Like it's the elite that no matter who's throwing you the ball, then you can show who you are. And I think for a lot of time, Matt Ryan has never been a strong arm quarterback, but he had 11 to throw to for a very long time, and he's accurate for the most part. Yeah, who would be elite no matter where he went and who was throwing him the ball? If you give him a chance, he can make those plays. But then you got those guys.
Except for Ryan Tannehill.
Baker Mayfield, Brian Greasy. I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks that not gonna show your talent. So, like,
this is the first time in this decade that anybody mentioned Brian Greasy.
I'm sticking to
I haven't. That's a long time.
It's 15 of them out there. We're just not gonna see
15 elite. Yes, 15 elite.
Yes, I'm sticking to my word. They're just not. You're just not producing.
Hey, go down the list real quick though. If it's 15 elite, give me 10. Give me 10 right now.
All right, you got. All right, give you 10. There's 3 of them on the Bucks teams. There's 2 of them on.
Wait.
No, don't pause me. Let me just hurry up and say. Let me just say them. There's 3 with the Bucks.
Lord.
There's 2 with the Cowboys. There's 2 with the Vikings.
What 3 on the Bucks?
The 3 starters, like Melvin. Let's get past it. I'm on 7.
Right.
I'm on 7. You got 1 in New Orleans. You got 1 in Green Bay. You have 1 in Kansas City. That's 10. That's 10.
Elite. That's 10 elite. So you 10. Said Godwin, Evans,
Brown.
They all
elite,
pros,
right? All elite.
Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb.
Wow.
I'm gonna give them elite.
What's your definition of elite?
And I think that's
a player that can change the game within one play. And all of those players have that ability to change the game.
Okay. Well, we got different definitions of elite because by that definition, every receiver in the league.
There's no elite Rex in New Orleans. All right.
Every receiver in the league is elite because they made it to the league.
There's
can change the play.
I only heard you say Tampa. There's no elite receiver in Tampa. There's not. Maybe if the closest thing to would be Evans.
Pull that back up.
You don't think AB? You don't think AB no more?
But AB.
He was not anymore. He was though. He was.
What took him out? And
crystal methamphetamine.
I want y'all to give y'all a definition of elite. What took him out of the elite combo though?
Crystal methamphetamines.
He wasn't playing the game. You can't not play the game.
Yeah. I mean, just whatever was going on in his life. You know what I mean? Where he lost his focus. It was nothing from football.
Nothing from football.
You think AB was on crystal meth?
I don't know if
he was. I don't really think he was on crystal meth. I just think he got a couple of screws loose upstairs.
Wait, so Lamar's telling me. So he said I'm a homer because I picked a guy that won Offensive Player of the Year. I'm a homer. Thank you, Lamar. He said I can't consider Michael Thomas elite.
You can't because it's not like he was stretching the field. He caught 147 slants.
Man, people couldn't stop it though. It don't matter if you can't. If you know what
if
you know what somebody
how many was
it? Can't stop
147 slants.
Not all of them were slants.
Come on, man. Okay, my bad. 138. He caught 138 points.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? And he won Offensive Player of the Year with that. Thank you.
It's cool, and that's cool.
Hey, Cavs might be onto something, and here's why. I would say Peter was an elite receiver because he has elite speed.
Right.
But the number of drops that he has,
year in and
year out, I wouldn't put him elite. So that you can have elite
Jay has a point. There are players with elite attributes.
That's the difference.
Right.
That's the difference. Like Michael Thomas, I don't consider him to be an elite wide receiver, but he is elite at getting open as soon as that ball is snapped.
He had elite slant catching ability.
He's probably the best possession receiver we've seen since
elite hands. He has the highest catch percentage since he's been in the league.
Kaz, how hard is it to catch that?
You keep saying it, but why people don't?
You're right. You're right, though. You're right. I mean, I'm messing with you. I am, but you're right.
When you think Chris Carter, you think of T.O. These possession receivers.
Them cats were.
You got to put Slant Man there. You got to put him there.
Oh, okay, so what all do you have to? Okay, so if you can be elite at one thing, like because most people that made to the league and they're starters and Pro Bowls, they're elite at something.
I mean,
like
if you take somebody like Warren Sapp, he was an elite pass rusher. But outside of that, what could Warren Sapp give you?
His speed.
Wait. Bro. Let me just get this out.
He was
go ahead.
cheeseburger eater.
Because we're taking a group of people that are already elite worldwide as far as like they're the only ones who can make it to the league, right? So they're already elite in their own right. Now, how do you pick out a group of elites from the elite? Like, so as a receiver,
a star. This is that conversation.
Right. So as a receiver, you're already an elite pass catcher because if you wasn't, you'd be playing cornerback. All right.
Unless your name is Darius Hayward Bay.
Right. So everybody has something, right? But how many things you have to be elite at to be an elite receiver? Which is
you have to have the whole package.
I think you got to have the whole package.
Mel, you remember we was talking about like maybe 50 years ago, we was talking about LeBron and Carmelo and who has more total stars versus more 5-star things.
Right.
That's the conversation. Like you can have 5 stars in speed and 2 stars in hands. That doesn't make you an elite receiver in my book.
That makes you Darius Hayward Bay.
So
that man had no stars in hands.
Yeah, he had like half.
Is a select group that is superior in terms of ability or qualities to the rest of the group. So the group that we're talking about are receivers. Mm-hmm. What receivers can we pick out? Let's say every receiver got we take their best receiver. It's 32 of them per team, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, not per team, but it's 32 of them.
I
get
what you're saying.
How do we get the elite out of that? And that's why I say out of 32, if you got 15, you're passing because elite is top 10%.
So that 32 is more.
I can name
96.
I can name 4 off the top of my head that are just 100% elite.
And I bet you go ahead.
And that's Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
That's 1.
DeAndre Hopkins.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Stephon Diggs.
3.
And maybe and this is where it gets tough.
Elite?
Maybe I would say in my personal opinion, I think Keenan Allen is elite.
I'm not mad at that pick
because that dude is dirty.
I agree.
And that's the only 4 I can really think of. I can't think of any more.
Once you show me you can do it every game, you separate yourself from the pack, right?
Well, Adam Thielen does it every game too. If you want,
he's not elite.
They can do everything every game. Like they can beat you deep, they can beat you with the slant, they can run underneath routes, they can block.
They can do everything.
They run every single route tree. Those boys
y'all don't have Cheetah as elite.
No, he got elite.
I think he has elite speed,
and he got an elite quarterback.
As a cheetah guy, I would say he's the best of the rest.
I will tell you this, Cass, though. I tell you it's a cat on the bubble right now, and I'm not being biased because I watch him play every week. But dude is nasty as hell, and that's CD Lamb. That's a nasty cat.
He got elite capabilities.
He definitely does.
Elite potential. elite potential.
Yes.
He got drop issues too.
I got 3 guys.
He drops passes.
I got 3 guys I want to ask y'all about. Would y'all put them on the bubble or put them in the elite, right?
Okay.
One is, why is AB still not elite to y'all? And would you put to me? Would you put Odell Beckham and Cooper Kupp in there?
Cooper Kupp is the only one that I would put elite right now.
Yeah.
Odell, we can say Baker Mayfield, we can say whatever we want to, but he hasn't come back from that leg injury.
No, he's not the
We haven't
same.
seen a high clip of him back.
I think Kenny Golladay is elite, but we're not even mentioning him.
Are you serious?
Yes,
No.
it's
elite.
Teams he playing with. Yes,
he's not elite.
Alrighty.
Because Whatchamacallit is better than him. Because I think Marvin Jones Jr. is better than him.
No, he's not
better than
Kenny
Kenny
I
Golladay.
do.
Kenny Golladay is.
You crazy.
That's just me. That's just my
The thing
opinion.
with AB, I don't think Kenny Golladay is even in the same conversation with the
No,
dudes.
because Amari Cooper is better than Kenny Golladay.
I think, and
I'm not gonna say that. I'm taking Kenny Golladay over him.
I think DK Metcalf is on the bubble.
He got elite.
He only
he's right there with
one
CD
route.
Lamb.
Well, you know what? Actually, you know what?
he's better this
He's
year.
been running better routes this year.
He's better this year.
Yeah.
And there was guys that had elite moments like Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson.
Sean, that's speed. Speed.
He
Yeah,
had
that's
elite
speed.
moments.
Speed.
There's guys that, like, I think that whoever the worst quarterback you can think of, Tua or Tannehill or whatever, if they throwing the ball to D-Hop still gonna have phenomenal
quarterback, man.
He's not the best. Like that's still what moves to. Tannehill was garbage last night, and honestly, I'm gonna be
like he still had the dolphin on his helmet.
For real.
Yeah.
He did. And I was looking at this game to say, okay, big matchup. What are you going to do? Are you going to separate yourself and be that other person besides Derrick Henry and the receivers that get this team where they could be? And they won the game. They won the game. So congratulations.
Derrick, be honest, Derrick Henry.
They did not win the
game.
Sean McDermott gave them a bunny. They didn't win the game.
Yeah,
it was overtime.
He'll go to overtime instead of going for it on 4th and 1. He did. I mean, in the win-loss column, congratulations. But Ryan Tannehill in Afghanistan.
I don't understand. I don't understand how he got paid. I really don't. Like, somebody has to explain to me how Ryan Tannehill gets paid before Dak Prescott.
I'll tell you. It's really easy. It's really easy. In the 3rd and 4th quarter of games, people are scared of 22. So the play action pads will get your tight end open.
I'll give you that. That is a fantastic explanation. That's a great explanation.
But 22 got that man paid. That's the guy's honest truth.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you up on that one. But he still had the numbers to support last year. Just not seeing it this year, even with a step up in a receiving threat.
Cass, you give him the numbers last. You give him the numbers last year.
The number one schedule is.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Because like he averaged like 150 yards passing them, and they made that big playoff run. He wasn't doing shit.
Oh, no, in the playoffs, because y'all was trying to lean on 22, and when y'all went down, you can't keep handing it to 22 at that point. But it's when you have an agent, this is what the agent is going to do, and he's going to try to negotiate to get you the best deal possible. But let me
Tennessee have money to give away. They save money on Mariota contract. Yeah. They have money to give away.
You did.
Give it to 17.
A lot of that, they had a whole different offensive coordinator than they do now too. So
that is true.
I just don't think with what they were trying to do, I don't think Mariota fit into the system because he likes to run too, and that takes some of Henry's carries away, and they wasn't trying to do that.
Man,
Tannehill is perfectly fine with turning right hand the ball to 22 and just watching them run.
Hey, 22 about to kill us this week.
So Ryan Tannehill last year
had
300 yards,
55 to
33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. You had a 106 QB rating.
That's not terrible.
That's not. That's what I'm saying.
How many passing yards did he have?
I said 3,800.
3,800.
He didn't. Yeah, I mean, he was throwing jump.
Running back. I mean,
he was throwing jump balls to AJ Brown, and they was killing people.
Oh no, that the AJ Brown rushing numbers. That's another thing that's not in accounted. AJ Brown, I think he's like he has that ability, even though he don't have elite speed, he has that ability to take an end around and make some out of it.
Yeah, I mean, to ask you this: is Josh Allen elite?
Hey, hold on, Corey. Let me respond to Lamar real quick.
Lamar, go for it.
If they convert the first down, the fourth down, they get the first down. It's 30 seconds left, and you still got to score the ball.
Jay, I don't even think it was 30. I think when they ran that quarterback sneak, it was 10 seconds left.
You still got to score the ball. Like there's not enough time to get the first down. You got one timeout left.
Score.
And then score. Like you kick the field goal and we'll see you in overtime. It didn't make sense. It's something I would do in Madden. You know what I'm saying?
Just end the game and restart, huh?
Yeah.
Fourth and 23. I'm going for it.
Yo, but Corey, to answer your question, I think Josh Allen is on that outside. He's like what y'all was saying, the best of the rest.
No, he's elite.
I don't know. He's
elite. His 4 years in the league, the big steps that he's made every year.
He's gotten better every year.
So when you talk about elite quarterbacks right now,
quarterback can play a little bit different though, man. Because
my list, I'd say
Josh
Allen is that I think is elite.
Josh Allen is what Tim Tebow was supposed to be.
Oh hell no! Tim Tebow never had that arm. Never had that arm, man.
Hey,
Josh
Tim
Allen
Tebow had a cannon.
Huh? Hell no. Tim Tebow.
He just couldn't hit the side of a ball with it. He could throw it.
It might not be on your side of the field.
Tebow could throw it. He throw it 60 yards. It might go in the crowd, but it's 60.
He had a cannon. That was fight.
Hey man, I'm telling you, man, we really tossing elite around a little bit too loosely. I think if we just agree that it's less than 7 elite receivers, and we also agree that quarterbacking is such an art compared to the other skill positions, then it got to be less than 7 elite quarterbacks. Okay, I think it's only 4 elite quarterbacks.
So who are they?
Who you think?
Who are the 4 elite quarterbacks?
Give me your
I think it's Brady.
Don't say Tom ain't elite no more. There's nothing he's doing that's elite.
You don't think so?
I think his Super Bowl wins are elite. But
remember, the quarterback position is a position that is more cerebral. Well, I think they all cerebral positions. We're not giving them credit, but for the quarterback position, it's more cerebral than anything else.
Playmaker,
absolutely.
Playmaker was the voice of the Cowboys dynasty.
So you can lose physical attributes, and your mind still have you at elite level as long as you don't lose your physical attributes the way Drew Brees did, where he couldn't make the throws. Tom Brady's still making the throws.
Tom Brady's not elite. Tom Brady's not making. He's not making fantastic. He's not making big throws like that. I think his brain is elite, and that's what makes him elite. But because he doesn't have a big arm, he's not fast.
He's never had a big arm.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
So Tom Brady, go ahead.
I'll give you that.
So I think it's Brady. I think it's Rodgers. I think it's Pat Mahomes, and I think everybody else is on the watch to see if they can to get there. I named 3. I think Dak is on watch to be elite. All those rest of those young guys that we see that's showing glimpses like Herbert, like Burrow, like Josh Allen, even Lamar Jackson. I wouldn't even say he's elite.
Wait, Mel, I got a question for you, bro.
No, Lamar Jackson is elite.
Lamar is he's an elite athlete. He's just an elite athlete. Period.
Right.
He's better.
I think So Jay, and you got to say the same thing that you said about a cheetah that you say with Lamar. He's an elite athlete. But Mel, we keep saying elite, but you treating elite like superstar.
Elite was probably higher than superstar.
It is.
I don't look at elite as higher than superstar. I look superstar as the like cream of the crop.
No.
So this is how I look at it. You have your pro bowlers, right? And then you have elites. And then I would say from that elites, you have those single season all pros, and then you have your superstars for those individual positions. So I think you're all pros, and then it's because all pros is usually two of everything from that individual position, right? And then you have your superstars on that sits at top. So I think that's
that's what we're missing. I put superstar and elite in the same general category. I think if you're a superstar, then you could be elite. But I don't.
You could be a superstar and just be a. You can be a superstar. You can be a superstar and just be an elite brand. I mean, a superstar brand. Like Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham's still a superstar, but is he showing us that he's still elite? No, but go ahead, Zo, finish what you were saying.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. I think the definitions and that's what just hearing Cass say that, I think that's why there was such a big mix up. Because if you ask Cass right now, are there 15 superstar wide receivers in the league?
No.
The answer will probably be no. So
no, it's
elite, it's the wording. But I put elite in the same category as I put superstar. Me personally, like.
But just by definition that Mel pull up, elite. We looking at that talent, right? That guy has something elite that brings to the table. Stardom is like, bro, you just took your eliteness and took it to another level. That's just my mindset. And like I said, all pros is giving out to what they deem as the two best at their positions.
Yeah, I understand. And I think that when you say the word elite, but when I say I'm elite at running like Cheetah is, or if I say I'm an elite wide receiver, that's where we differentiate it, because even though Cheetah is elite at running period, like there's nobody that can do it faster. But I wouldn't put him like Devontae Adams.
Freeman.
Yeah, I just saw him play for. I didn't even know he played for the Ravens. I don't want him out to leave forever, but that's another story. But Devontae Adams is a different type of that. Like that's elite. He run every route on the route tree. Of course, he got 12 thrown to him too. But he would be what I would consider elite as far as the wide receiver position overall.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this then: if Cam Newton was a superstar at one point, right? He was the MVP of the league. He led his team to the Super Bowl. He was a superstar. Do you agree with that, Cass?
No.
Okay, you don't agree with it? You don't agree Cam was ever a superstar?
I think he was superstar in like how y'all say with Odell Beckham. I don't think he was a top. I don't think when he won the MVP he was top 2 quarterbacks in the league at any.
No, not top 2. Was he a superstar?
I just gave you. I just told you no. I don't. What else?
Okay. So who think Cam was not a superstar?
He was a superstar that year.
He was a superstar.
Yeah.
If he was a superstar, what was he elite at the quarterback position?
Nothing.
Right.
Running.
So you get how you can be a superstar and not be elite. It's not that hard. You can just be really good at something and have a good couple of years and be considered a superstar, but to be an elite quarterback, it entails so much more to go with it. So
superior sustained performance.
Yep, just like when we select Chiefs, you have to be superior. We got some great first classes, but do you have sustained superior performance?
Well,
right. So looking at elite receivers, like we was talking about earlier, the different things you do at receiver, catching, speed, route running, all of those things, and then you have to perform. It's not a lot of guys that fit that elite category.
Mel, do you think AB is still elite, or does he have the potential to still show he's elite?
Antonio,
how about them Cowboys, Chris?
I think he's still elite.
for me, in order to be elite, you must first have been a superstar for a while. I think superstars are prerequisite to being elite.
Yeah, I agree.
So the best of the superstars are the elite group.
Yeah, I agree.
These are so there's only like one or two guys you can argue. Hey man, if you had one throw to make, who's making the throw? Who's catching the back? If you had 1 yard to get, what running back are you going to put the ball in? Like these guys are elite. Like if life and death was decided by this play, who you want running the play?
Who you picking?
So I think that's a better insight to elite.
Because I tell you this right now, there is one elite running back in the NFL.
22.
Oh, this ought to be good.
That's Chris Henry.
No,
I mean Derrick Henry. That's it.
Runner.
That's it.
There's some pretty decent all-purpose.
No, there is decent all-purpose backs, but if I got a 4th and 5 and you gonna run the ball, I'm giving the ball to 22 every single time. Nobody else.
If we was fantasy picking,
nobody else.
To pick a running back and Henry's available, I'm picking him.
Fantasy.
I mean, he's the.
Are we in a PPR league? Because I'm not picking Henry.
Look. Henry almost had 50 points last night without catching the pass. So
my nigga, 3 times. That's one time.
Look.
He ain't got a quarterback that can throw him the damn ball.
The thing about running backs is almost kind of like how the NBA is. You know, the way the league is changed, right? So the way running backs were before, I don't think 75% of these running backs can play in the early 2000s. They would have been bench running backs that came in third down. That's
third
it.
down.
Reggie Bush.
Right. Nope. Reggie Bush was way more talented than some of these running backs, and he could not get a team to give him every down back.
Hey, don't say Dalvin because Dalvin cold, boy.
Dalvin can't. Hey, he can't build every down back. He keeps getting hurt.
You take prime Adrian Peterson over Dalvin every day of the week.
I take that. I take prime Adrian Peterson over any running back in the NFL right now. Prime Adrian Peterson is probably the second best running back of all time.
Yeah, and the reason why he lasted so long is because as the league got, he was still able. He was like, man, if y'all was doing this in the beginning, I probably would have stayed.
I'm putting him over Emmett.
Yeah. Yeah, I
definitely. Oh my God! What?
Just say what I think he's.
Yes.
Hey, Mel, if you don't get that soundbite,
hold that. Yeah, record. Timestamp. We have 42.
I'll say it again. I would take Adrian Peterson over Emmitt Smith.
Man, the Cowboy Nation is going to come for you.
That's a smart man.
Your coalition.
Everybody knows. All Cowboy fans know that Emmitt Smith had the absolute best offensive line ever known to man to run behind.
And everybody also know during that era, Barry Sanders was a better running back than Emmitt
Smith. There's not a question.
Pause, Corey. You a Cowboys fan. Let's look at that 96 season. Those 3 games when Emmitt Smith set out. Y'all running back that y'all had was doing shit behind that same fucking offensive line.
Okay, Andy, listen. Okay, so we're talking about Cass, you're screaming, and I said, and we're talking about the top elite running backs in the NFL, and I just put Adrian Peterson over Emmitt Smith. So let's not say that I said he was shit. I just said I would take Adrian Peterson over him.
No, you say anyone could run behind the best offensive line.
I did not say anybody. I said Emmitt Smith ran behind it. I didn't say anybody. I said Emmitt.
And
you give Barry Sanders that same line and watch what happens.
All of this shoulda, coulda, woulda. Look, Emmitt Smith.
You put Adrian Peterson behind that line and watch what happens.
Man, we keep saying that, but I don't know, man. Y'all saying that like Emmitt was not a dog.
And nobody ever said Emmitt wasn't a dog. It's just talent wise, Barry Sanders and Adrian Peterson were more talented than Emmitt.
And you might.
It's not a.
I'm gonna see how far I can get with this, Corey. I don't know if you're gonna let me slide with this one, but you might be able to slide Thurman Thomas on the same level with Emmitt. No. You think Emmitt was? was better than Thurman Thomas?
Marshall.
Thurman Thomas is Dalvin Cook. Healthy.
He's bigger though.
No, he's not.
He's not tall, but he's healthier.
No.
He's an every down back.
Dalvin Cook is a monster.
Dalvin Cook is the quarterback, the wide the number 3 wide receiver, and the running back for them. Kirk Cousins don't even count.
I'm not that impressed.
Cook be doing.
I'm not that impressed by Dalvin Cook because I seen
Matthews. I think his last name is.
No.
I seen Chris Johnson. I seen Chris Johnson. I seen Chris Johnson. I seen Cadillac Williams, and I seen Warwick Dunn do the same stuff that on Dalvin Cook doing.
Come on, man.
And I seen Warwick Dunn do it too.
You said Cadillac Williams.
You said Cadillac Williams.
Oh man. Hey, so look, let's do this right. The NBA game, the blowout, the first game of the season, the NBA champs is blowing Brooklyn out. So we go get to them as soon as that game is finished.
I thought the game season won't start until tomorrow, the 20th.
Please don't say that on no sports podcast. Don't say that out loud. It's okay for you to think it, but don't say it. So this is the score right now, man. They just pulled. They jumped on them early in the first quarter and they pulled away from them in the fourth. Man, I think the Bucks got 6 guys in double figures. And they winning the points in the paint battle right now by like 20. So that's kind of like the difference of the game. But we'll get to it. There's a minute left. But let's go through.
Did you see their rings?
Yeah, those things are.
I ain't seen them yet.
Yeah, no.
It's a ring and it's a charm.
Oh, for
and
real?
It's a QR code. I'll send it to you.
All right, bet. I gotta check it out. But let's go ahead and go with the stops because we already been talking about football. So let's stay with it. And go with I ain't gonna go to the Buffalo game first. I want to go to this Chargers and Ravens game because there's a whole bunch of stories that was coming out of there. Number one, Lamar Jackson becomes the youngest quarterback, or not the youngest quarterback, but he breaks Dan Marino's record for most wins by a quarterback under the age of 25. Right, I think Marino had 34. Lamar, when he won the game last week, got to 35. This coming from a guy that NFL GMs were telling at the draft that he needs to switch to receiver and he can't play quarterback. And then even when he started playing quarterback, everybody was saying he can't make these throws. He can't hit receivers. He's only hitting tight ends. He's just a runner. He goes to win an MVP, then he improves some more, and now he's hitting receivers and rushing, just depending on what you need that game. The dude is playing some good ball. Let's start with that. What y'all think about Lamar and what does it mean to get that record from Dan Marino?
It don't really mean that much. I know he's probably not satisfied with it because every time they get second round of the playoffs, they choke. They got to get over that hurdle.
I think
they got to. I think that I would love to see Baltimore Buffalo. That's a game I would love to see.
Yeah,
that would be fantastic. Kansas City, they got to get their defense right before they start thinking about playoff runs. They got to get some kind of formula. You probably can't change the personnel right now. I'm not doubting it because I don't doubt Patrick Mahomes. But Baltimore is one of those teams right now where if you think about it, 4 weeks ago, nobody even thought they was going to survive because they didn't even have a running back in the building. They didn't have one. They were all hurt.
They moved their running back room to the ER.
They did.
I like the ones they got though. I like the ones they got.
They found some cats that can run.
They can still play.
Yeah. Even Le'Veon Bell ain't running terrible. He looked,
and they all doing it together, so it works. Especially when you got that guy number 8 at quarterback.
This guy is phenomenal, man. I think it's understated his ability. We thought Mike Vick was a once in a lifetime athlete,
right?
And then we got a supersized version of Mike Vick, a more athletic Mike Vick, a better passer. While looking like he belongs in the color purple. Jersey and movie.
Boy,
he do look like silly though.
Yeah. And Buddy is I mean he's his team leading rusher. He's like top 10 leading rusher in the NFL.
That dude is Kevin Durant.
He's a Swiss Army knife of whatever you need. If they need him to suit up corner, he probably can do that.
He probably could. He's
a football player, and to think they wanted this man to become a receiver, and he has all the skill set to be an elite running back. If he wanted to, if he would have switched to running back.
He is that kid on a Pop Warner team that played quarterback and middle linebacker. Mm-hmm. Like no matter where you put him, he is going to excel. That's him.
He's a winner, man, and until the playoffs come. But that's neither here nor there.
Let's do this.
I think he's elite at what he does because we've never seen it done before.
Put it like this: if you watch football and you switching channels and you run across the Baltimore channel, you gonna stop it. If they got the ball, you gonna stop. Yeah, because you want to see what he gonna do.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I the whole quickest to win this many games or that many games, that's cool. It's more of a team accomplishment. I don't think his resume will be complete until he get a Lombardi, and I think he will get a Lombardi in his lifetime.
I think so too. I think he might get that thing this year.
No. He's not gonna get it this year.
He might get that thing this year.
And if I told you what quarterback is gonna get it, y'all will be mad at me.
Which quarterback will get it?
TB12.
You think you go get another one?
Yeah, why not?
I think they fools go.
Yeah. What's going to happen? It's whoever gets that number 1 seed in the NFC will have the damn like it. And the AFC, it's all about seeding. Any of these teams could be any of these teams this year.
I tell you what, you better not let Arizona get that number 1 seed.
Kyler Murray too short to win a playoff game.
Shit,
I think he.
You talk about on the verge of being elite.
I think he get exposed though. I think that whole team get exposed because look, what's keeping them upright is one Kyler Murray running all over the place and slinging the ball, but the defense is really good. But excellent. I mean they got an old JJ Watt. I don't even think he gonna last the whole season, bro. He go wear down. He's not gonna he ain't gonna be fresh playoff time.
He's not facing the double team anymore. That's Chandler Jones.
Okay.
JJ running free. He ain't never had that luxury in life.
That ought to let you know he wearing down where they don't feel like they got a double team no more.
but he balling.
Yeah. Lamar said Lamar Jackson's balling. He has to win a playoff game. And he said the media tries to slander him because he isn't the conventional quarterback. Yeah, we said that a couple of times on this show. Kaz don't agree with that. Kaz,
Lamar Jackson is what Vince Young was supposed to be.
They very similar, except I think Lamar is built a little different. He's in better shape.
No one thought Vince Young was going to be anything for real.
I did.
I did.
Shit.
And actually, he was. Jeff Fisher ruined that dude, man.
Yeah, he did. Jeff Fisher messed him up. He won
plenty of ball games as a rookie for Jeff Fisher, but Jeff Fisher didn't really want him. I think he had to get forced by the owner to put him on the field.
Yeah,
man. I was never a Vince Young guy.
Vince Young was. They got the same throwing motion. They both like I don't know what they throw like a baseball, but it is a rocket. is nice, but it's all it ain't over the head. It's kind of like
Vince was cold, man.
He was a running quarterback that wasn't fast.
Who, Vince?
It seemed like he wasn't fast, but he was.
Vince was fast, man. You ain't never seen nobody catch him.
Not at all.
You don't see nobody catching PM15, but he's not fast either.
He faster. He faster than Patrick Mahomes.
He way faster than Patrick Mahomes.
He faster than Patrick Mahomes.
Dude,
way faster.
Right now, I would say Josh Allen is probably the second best running quarterback in the league.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I like Josh Allen.
But a lot of people would say Kyler Murray, but I think it's Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is definitely more designed runs for Josh Allen than it is for Kyler Murray.
But if you give Josh Allen 6'5", that ball traveling 90 yards.
6'5", 250.
Yeah.
Grown man.
Inside of the 20, you guaranteed he finna run.
Yeah.
Grown man too, and you better bring your hard head and tackle him too, because he's
not, and he just showed you the other week he will go over you too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But just don't send him on the quarterback sneak 4th and inches with the game on the line. That just let Cam do that. Let Cam do that.
That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, it's
not the same. When you know you got everybody right there in the trenches.
Jay,
but he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jay, he ran a 4.58 at the combine. Vince could run, man.
He didn't look fast to me.
It's just that long stride, bro. He was so tall.
I'd have 4.5, 4.6, 4.7. So
4.5.
You got me.
Yeah, he could run.
Yeah. Since we speaking of Cam, man, let's go to New England. Because
Cam ain't good.
Them clowns. What are they? 2-4.
2-5.
2-4. 2-4. And
yeah,
I think they only beat the Jets in Jacksonville, but they played
everybody
Dallas.
Tough.
They played Dallas and Tampa Bay real close. My question is, did they have to move on from Cam, or could they be winning games with Cam right now?
I think they would be winning these games with Cam.
But yes, they had to move on from Cam, and I'll tell you why.
You said so both could be true at the same time.
Yeah. They would be winning games with Cam, but they had to move on from Cam.
Did they have to though?
Yeah, I'll tell you why.
I'm listening.
The cheese man wanted his boy on the field. Bottom line.
So they had to. I get they had to.
Who's the cheese man? Robert Kraft.
Yeah. Kraft.
Okay. Kraft cheese. I got you.
Yeah,
okay.
You think Robert Kraft let Bill Belichick spend the most money that New England has ever spent in free agency just so they can put a rookie quarterback in there and lose ball games to develop him? Or did you think Kraft wanted to win some ball games this year?
Now he started off to wanting to win ball games this year. When he
didn't think the rookie was gonna lose him like that.
No, right. He seen that fool's goal in the preseason. It was like, hot damn, we got TB12 again. Don't get this nap. I ain't gonna go there. Get this man up out of here.
It's a difference between looking like TB12 and actually being TB12, right? It's a difference. Like, so you see TB12 and you be like, oh, we got this guy about the same size, same hair color, same blue eyes, same demeanor.
Same body build,
same everything. Body. He acts like I'm on the field. He's got leadership. Oh man, this got to be good. You see that, and it fits your ideal mode of a quarterback in your mind, and you feel like I have to put that on the field now.
Yeah, it reminded him so much of TB12. He went to the field and called that man Tommy. Hey, Tommy, it's Mac. Same thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
but it's not.
The difference is you can have all those things that look like TB12, but if you didn't go to Michigan and lose your position to Drew Henson, if you wasn't raised by Tom Brady's dad, if you didn't have all things, if you didn't get drafted in the 7th round or whatever round Tom Brady got drafted in, if you didn't sit behind Drew Bledsoe for a whole year
and run the 6'9" 40.
You get me? You get what I'm saying? If you didn't have all that stuff building you up to who you are, if you went to Alabama with all the talent in the world, right, and just got privileged all the way through, you're not gonna get the same type of TB12 stuff from them.
It's a difference, and the biggest difference is Tom Brady is Dr. Pepper, and Mac Jones is Dr. Perky.
Yeah,
it's Dr. Powell. What you get at Walmart, Dr. Powell?
It's one of them. It's one of them things that they may remind you of the same thing, but one's not going to hold up under pressure. As soon as you put a shot of Crown in there, one's going to instantly go flat. As soon as you put a little adversity in the game,
Crown is the adversity. Okay.
Hey, Lamar said the Patriots got an offensive personnel issue. He said watching the games, Mac Jones isn't trash. He got poised. He's not scared to stand in the pocket. And his receiving options are still, trash, and it hasn't been addressed.
Let me take that. Let me take that.
Okay.
It takes no poise to go back and make a good play after you made a bad play.
The only way is up, huh?
Jay, I'm gonna say this. That wasn't Mac Jones' fault, though.
No. I'm not talking about just that play. I'm just saying if you watch him this year, he'll make a good play, but it's sandwiched by dookie plays. Like he's not losing the game by himself, but he's contributing to the losing. So again, what you would have had with Cam Newton is a guy who when shit get rough, his feet still work. When things get rough, he'll throw the ball out of bounds.
And he's trying to win the game, and he's won games before. And what Mac Jones is trying to do is trying not to make mistakes and trying to look like a quarterback. I think Josh McDaniels and Mac Jones goal at the beginning of the game is to have a high completion percentage and a high quarterback rating. They're not trying to win. They're just trying to make Mac Jones not look horrible. That's all it is. That's why he's not going down the field that much. That's why he only threw 19 times in the game, in the same game where Dak Prescott threw 50 times. Mac Jones threw 19 times in that game. If he's so good, why are you only throwing it 19 times when you claim you don't even got running back help?
Could you still keep in context that he's still a rookie?
No, because nobody kept in context that Joe Burrow was a rookie or Herbert.
We're not complaining though.
Herbert. They threw Herbert out there and said, "Be a real quarterback." We're taking the training wheels off.
Everybody is every.
Well, that's not what they did. Actually, they sabotaged Tyrod Taylor and then got Herbert out
there. Stabbed somebody in their lung and said, "All right, the next man up."
Yeah, but
that's what happened.
That's never been Belichick's MO though. Look at Tom's first season started. He wasn't throwing it 30 times a game. He wasn't. Tom Brady, I think his average yards per game was like 185 yards a game. His very first season.
And guess what was the result of those games? W's.
He had all right. I get you, Mel. But at the same time, the results from Cam Newton last year was L's. It was horrible.
Exactly. The results was L's. Why why was it L's?
Because he didn't play up to par.
No. Why? Okay.
I just told you why.
What was he doing that wasn't good?
He wasn't throwing the ball accurately. He
wasn't throwing the ball accurately, right?
No,
so the games that he lost or the games that he played with no training camp, right? So if we go put context on it, right? He did come in with no training camp late in the season to join that squad, right? The Patriots also had probably 50% of their defense opt out for COVID, correct?
Yeah.
And all the receiving threats were hurt. Edelman was hurt. They didn't have none of the tight ends.
Edelman played most of that year.
He didn't have receiving threats.
He was
like they should have.
He didn't, right? So what Cam had last year versus what this guy have this year, they went and spent the most money in free agency, and they got all their defense back from the COVID opt-out, right? 2 tight ends. They got receivers healthy. They got running backs healthy, right? They got a full squad and a whole training camp.
Man, Aguilar dropped a wide open pass on the 3rd down. Like
they got a whole.
But that's Nelson Aguilar. He been doing that his whole NFL career.
I was saying that when they picked him up, Melvin was all like, "Oh man, they got a cold ass receiving." I was like,
he could blow the roof off of anything.
Wait, Corey, he can. Hold on, don't let him change the topic. Don't let him change the subject. The subject was let's deflect and bring Cam into this situation when we was talking about Matt Jones is not producing wins. And he's out there trying to make sure that he don't have a bad quarterback rating. He's not playing to win.
This is why you had to get rid of Cam. If Cam's sitting there and Mac Jones is not producing wins, what is the rumbling saying now?
Bring Cam's ass back in the game.
Can't say it if he ain't there.
Not in New England. They would never call for Cam in New England.
Yeah,
they would never. They would look before the season.
They want to win.
Before the season even started. The biggest voices in New England was calling for Cam to get out of there. They made that lie up about that Cam didn't know the playbook and the rookie was teaching him the playbook. Remember that?
I remember that. But we all know the whole thing was over a shot.
Yeah, and he's vaccinated now.
I don't think he wasn't vaccinated then.
No, he wasn't.
I think he just chose not. He chose not to say whether he was or not. That's his prerogative.
Yeah,
true.
So let's transition to what was the next big thing? Hold
on, man. Hold on. Before we leave that game, Zoe, this is something I was going to talk to you about anyway.
Okay.
That's a game in the last 2 years the Cowboys lose.
I agree. They're winning the games that previous teams would definitely choke away or the defense wouldn't be able to sustain. But the way that Dak is playing, listen,
that man is props, boy.
I have to. Dak is playing some of the best ball I've ever seen him play. And he's in the MVP conversation again, just like he was before he was unhealthy. Like the man is you got to give him his flowers. Like he is doing exactly what an elite quarterback should do for that team. I ain't got nothing bad to say.
I'm coming for you.
And that's how I know that he listens to the Man Down podcast, because everything I said last year he listened to. He didn't have no time. He had surgery on his ankle, on his foot. He ain't had no time but to sit here and listen to all.
He was listening to the Man Down.
Yeah, he didn't. And I said he's not going to get better by listening to people pamper to him and tell him, "Hey, you don't have to do anything different." But now Dak is looking like a daggone top 5 quarterback.
I don't think Dak is doing anything different. I think it's just it's a different philosophy.
You could be right.
Let me explain something to you guys.
Okay, here we go.
If you want to be real, be real. Is Dak playing good football? Sure. Sure. You can't argue that.
No.
You can't argue whether or not Dak is playing good football.
Yeah, that's not an argument.
Here's the thing. The kicker and number 7 are responsible for more wins than number 4. Thank you. That has been my time.
Okay.
If you don't say that,
because the kicker is responsible for more L's than it is number 4 too.
He is also responsible for the only L.
He is.
But if Seven's not doing what he's doing, if Seven's not there doing what he's doing,
has a lot to do with what they're doing.
All I'm saying is Dak is playing out of his mind, and it still takes more to produce Cowboy victories. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think so. Because they've only really played in two close, three close games.
And they haven't played.
Don't say
they only
that.
played 2 good teams and one semi. They played 2 good teams in the Patriots.
Don't say that. Well, okay, I'll give you that.
And the 2 good teams they played, they lost one and
they should have won both of them.
No, they lost one, and the daggone Chargers took touchdowns off the board 4 times to give them a win.
Do that?
Boy, you know Jay from North Carolina. That boy said daggone.
Yeah. Yeah. He did.
You know that man from North Carolina. Hey man, hey, I gotta give the Cowboys their props, man. I gotta get Dak props, man. Look, they got a thunder and lightning in the backfield. Zeke playing good, Pollard playing good.
Which one is thunder? Which one is thunder and which one is lightning?
Take your pick. I get a thunder to Zeke though. I get a thunder to Zeke.
Pollard is lightning in the bottle, man.
Yeah.
That dude is.
I like Pollard.
Yeah. Pollard better than Zeke.
I like the way he run too.
Yeah,
I like Pollard.
Pollard better than Zeke.
Nah, he's not. But
better.
Definitely.
Hey, who's the lead? Who's the top 5 leading rushers in the league right now?
Henry, Lamar Jackson.
I was gonna say Derrick Henry, and who cares? I mean,
I think both of them.
He probably shit. Derrick Henry might have over 1,000 already.
No, I'm saying Zeke and Pollard both got over 300 yards rushing.
Oh yeah, they run.
Zeke number 3.
Is he number 3?
Zeke number 3, and I got him in fantasy. And number 5 is Jonathan Taylor, and I also have him in fantasy.
Hey, Jonathan Taylor is an animal.
How's it turning out for wins for you though?
3-2, baby. No, 4-2. I'm sorry, 4-2.
Dang.
4-2.
Are you?
Yeah.
If only somebody else was 4-2.
Hey, you 4-2 too. I got to give you your props, man. And you the hottest team in the league. You on a 3-game win streak. Even though Slim is on a 6-game win streak, but
Slim beat me because Odell decided not to play week 1.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah,
and they didn't announce it until after the kickoff.
He went to the Megan Good concert. I mean, Megan, what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion. He went to Megan Thee Stallion concert. That's where he went.
Hey, who? Okay, so let's go to. I mean, we talked about Lamar. We talked about Dallas. Who was the other big story, man?
Cleveland. Is there panic in Cleveland at 3-3 with everybody hurt?
Heck yeah, they got no running backs. Right.
Oh, Buddy's supposed to be coming back this week. Landry.
Yeah.
But so what is the problem with the connection with Odell and Baker's?
You want me to tell you? I'll tell you. He can't throw.
Wait. This is something I heard somewhere, and it makes sense. I don't know if I buy into it wholly, but it makes sense. This is something Keyshawn Johnson said on his show. He said the people he has talked to in Cleveland has said that Baker is trying to prove that he doesn't need Odell Beckham to be elite. And I'm thinking in my head, that is the dumbest thing in the world, because if you look at every quarterback that's in the top 5, they have a receiver that they connect with. Or not even in the top 5, but any quarterback that is good is connecting with the receiver. Even Joe Burrow is connecting with Chase. Hubert is connecting with Keenan Allen. Murray is connecting with Hopkins. Aaron Rodgers is connecting with Adams. Mahomes is connecting with Hill and Kelsey. And you got Baker Mayfield, who's doing the opposite and trying to make sure people can know that he can spread the ball around. Wow.
So who is he throwing the ball to then? Because Jarvis Landry's hurt.
He's trying. Well, you know they got 2 running backs to feed
and 2 running backs to catch.
Yeah, they got 2 running backs to feed, so he's handling it off a lot.
Peoples Jones, that's number 11, right? He's not terrible.
No,
he's not a terrible receiver, but he's not Odell Beckham. Njoku and tight end Njoku. Yeah,
Austin Hooper still play for them, tight end. You know, he's spreading the ball around. He is doing that, but I feel like if you have
I got that dude on fantasy. He averaging 175 yards passing a game. I'm scoring 12 points. He the reason I'm damn 2-4.
So
you actually won in 5. I ain't gonna let you have that.
Yes, it's same shit, same thing.
Do you think he's showing up and he's using he see your route being run and he see that the best receivers on Odell, the best corners on Odell, plus they got somebody over the top, or sometimes he might be double. Like he don't want to force it to Odell, so he's going elsewhere.
That could be, but a part of having that wide receiver quarterback connection, and Corey, you can speak to this because you QB, is knowing that this guy that I'm throwing to is different. I'm going to give him a chance sometimes. Yeah. I'm not saying force feed him. Right. Matt Ryan did it all the time with Julio. Like sometimes Matt Ryan would put the ball in the spot where only Julio could get it and be like, man, that was a good throw. And then there were some times that he said Julio down there somewhere.
When you are thinking, and I'm talking to y'all like as a quarterback, as I'm thinking, I'm looking at my offense. Okay, I know this dude is gonna be open. I ain't even got to worry about that, right? So if I'm looking over here, right, and it may look like I'm looking off the defense, it's not even that. It's the fact that I know he's gonna be open. I know where he's gonna be, and I know he's gonna be open. So if everything breaks down over here, I can turn and throw because I know he's gonna be there, and I know he's gonna catch the ball. Maybe they don't have that chemistry. I don't know why they wouldn't have it, right? I don't know, but maybe they don't. But what Keyshawn Johnson said, it kind of makes sense to the point to where, like, the only reason that you are a successful quarterback is because you have Odell Beckham on your team. Okay, I just want to throw to Odell, and I'll show you I can be successful without him.
Yeah. Either that or he think two people on Odell means I can't throw it on.
Maybe, but that could be a mental issue where it's like I don't want to throw a pick. So I'm not gonna throw it to him.
Forget that. You gotta develop a chemistry where y'all are on the same page, like Aaron Rodgers and Adams is. Because Aaron Rodgers ain't got but one go-to receiver, and he's gonna find him more often than not.
That's true.
But that's also 5
guys on him.
He's giving him a shot. Yeah.
That's also right. That's also a play calling deficiency because you can throw Odell screens.
Exactly.
You can throw him quick. You can throw him quick slants. You can do anything because the dynamic of him is not only like. When he gets the ball in his hands, he's super dangerous.
He's dangerous.
Right? And if I can run the ball and crowd everybody in and just throw him a pop screen real fast and just let him go one-on-one on the corner, because ain't no safety help because all the safeties in the box to stop the run. He could pop that all day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why would I not do that?
I think they want to move on from Odell, but what they're doing is really stupid because you're making his value go down. So now you don't get a 6th-round pick in return for the man. Well, you really should feature him for 2 weeks and then put him on the block if you want to get rid of him.
Hey, so if they do that though, what teams you think will come calling and where you think he'll be a problem at?
Anywhere he goes, don't put that jersey down, Jay. Put that jersey down, Jay.
Well, first of all, Jay.
Hey, you know how Big Red fix defense. You know what Big Red do to fix defense.
Jay, there's no way y'all can afford Odell right now. I think he got like 14 mil on this year.
I tell you what would be nasty in Houston. Once they get Tyrod Taylor back healthy, or if Deshaun Watson never decides to play,
he don't need no more experiments, man. Like go ahead and send him somewhere with an elite quarterback for the first time ever.
That's not an experiment because Deshaun Watson is an elite quarterback.
Hey man,
Deshaun ain't playing for Houston anymore.
Put Odell in Baltimore.
Who knows
Odell in Baltimore and watch them win the Super Bowl.
Oh God, that would be ugly.
Gosh,
Baltimore would be good.
Yeah.
But they're not going to trade him anywhere in the division, so that's not going to happen.
Okay, so that leaves Green Bay. But the only thing that's tough
I seen a story the other day where they listed 3 potential landing spots for trading partners with Cleveland for Odell, and I can't remember the third one, but it was Green Bay, Kansas City, and somebody else. Like that already, like there's a story out already about that.
I like the Green Bay idea because now that gives Aaron Rodgers something he never had, and that's 2 elite receivers. And the only thing that's tough about that is Odell got a big contract and Adams haven't even got his yet. So if they bring Odell in, I don't know how much money they gonna have for Adams.
Yeah,
it don't matter how much money they're gonna have for Adams because him and Aaron Rodgers is going after the end of this year.
Yeah, I think so too.
So you don't bring him to Green Bay because this is a short-lived thing, and then you're gonna have Jordan Love thrown to him next year. He back at square one. He back at square one.
Hey, so if they, let's say they make a trade for Odell, right? Let's say they give up. Let's say they give up AJ Dillon and a 4th rounder for Odell, right? And they make a playoff run. They might not win the Super Bowl. Let's say they get there. You still think A-Rod leaves?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the organization has torn their draws with A-Rod.
And he'll go replace Carr.
Yeah, he will. I think at the end of the season he'll be in Vegas. Got that shiny new stadium, and they need a pick me up after they coach was calling people monkeys and shit.
Yeah. So now that Gruden's out, how you think they responded in that first game? You think it's gonna last, or you think that was just a shot in the leg?
Who'd they play?
Denver.
Next question.
No, Corey. You told me Denver defense was like that.
Denver's defense is. I was wrong. Well, you know what, Shane. you know what. Their defense. Their defensive line.
Wasn't it the most honest moment we've had in a long time?
He said Denver defense is. I was wrong. That was real. That was real authentic right there.
Their defensive line is pretty decent, but other than that, man, like I really thought that they were gonna be something. And I thought that the defense would be solid, and Teddy B just doing what Teddy B does, throwing for 75% and 1,500 yards, 20 touchdowns with 2 picks. I thought that would work. That shit's not working.
They would have to, the defense would have to be elite for Teddy to, be looked at as enough, and he has to do outside of what we know Teddy to do. Very efficient, not a high volume thrower. So the elite defense is what he needed. He just ain't got that this year. So,
got it. All right, man. We got about 30 minutes left, man. Let's go ahead and get into this blowout, man, that we just seen. Oh, speaking of that, the rings, Jay.
Oh, did you see him?
I seen what you sent, and that jump looked good. I mean, I couldn't find the video.
The video was that is on that link.
No. I watched it on my phone. I couldn't find it to bring up on screen right now.
It's on Bleacher Report.
Yeah, I just got the picture, but it's like that. It's like that. So I guess the top comes off, and you can put a necklace around it as a charm. I don't understand what the QR code was for though. What is it to buy another one?
Nah, it gives you like video access and highlights of the run.
Of the run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or it might even tell, because each ring is individualized. It might even tell you your stats on the run. So if you nigga at the end of the bench, your QR codes they do is not compute.
That wouldn't be right, man.
If I
ain't get in the game, man.
Let me see what you did.
Oh man.
DMP.
Decision, baby. All right, so the first game of this doubleheader was Brooklyn and Milwaukee, and Brooklyn beat them by 23, right? Bruh.
Hey, did you do that? By the way,
did I do it?
Just a yes or no? Did you do that?
Do what?
Okay, that's a yes. All right, go ahead.
So, what y'all think, man? Like, do you think they need Kyrie, or you think that this was just opening night and the Bucks is a team that's firing on all cylinders? They on a high from getting their ring. They're the champs. They came out with just more energy, punched Brooklyn in the mouth. They wasn't ready for it. Or like how do y'all assess that?
Like Kyrie gets 23 points easy.
They got that from Patty Mills though. Patty Mills gave him 21.
Patty Mills.
Yeah.
All right. There's two things we're never gonna do.
Patty Mills gave him 21. They really only had 3 players today. Nobody else really showed up. No Aldridge, no Millsap.
No Blake.
Yeah, nobody showed up. Patty Mills and KD and James. Claxton was there a little bit.
Joe
Harris ain't do nothing. He started and got 9 points. Now look at this. Look at Middleton, 20, 32 from Greek. Grayson Allen gave him 10. Grayson Allen gave him more than daggone Joe Harris did. Holiday with 12. Connaughton with 20. Noel with 15.
Minute, hold on. Hey, where did Grayson Allen go to college?
Hey, I don't even.
My gosh.
Oh man. The brotherhood. Hey, Grayson,
how y'all feel about it? Is this just one game, or you think there's still something wrong in Brooklyn? They got out rebounded, so they got out rebounded and outscored in the paint.
What did Kevin Durant have? What did Durant end up with in Harden?
Probably 30. Durant had about 30 and 20.
Yeah. Harden had 20. Durant had 29.
Was Harden the distributor, or he was just more of a scorer? Did he need? Let's see. They scored 37 points in the first quarter. Let's start there. When you scored damn near 40 in the first quarter, you off to a good start. You off to a great start. So Harden probably went into scores mode because they had to play catch up, which is why they scored 34 in the second.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm not worried about it. I still think I'm actually.
Now they look like they waved the white flag in the fourth, and
that 19 they put the bench in.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about a Kevin Durant led Nets team. It doesn't matter who else is on there. I'm not worried about them. The Bucks, I think a lot of what you said, Mel, is true. On the high ring presentation, they lifted a banner in Milwaukee today. Like it's big. They wanted to come out and set that tone.
And they use their preseason. They use their preseason games as dress rehearsals for the actual season.
Yeah, so they're feeling
that style of ball the whole preseason.
They're feeling good. They're feeling themselves as they should as champs.
So, I don't think Kyrie being there changes the outcome of this game at all. One bit.
Possibly not. But I will say this about Giannis, right? His mentally, he's over the hump, right? So, what he probably was thinking, what I'm trying to get past LeBron, past KD. He put KD out. He was the one who sent KD to the crib, right? That had to be big, huge for him mentally, right? Then, just from watching some of the preseason games and this game, his jump shot is different.
It is.
It don't have that much of a hitch in it. It has a more of a flow, and he's pulling it with confidence.
That's the biggest key. He's taking it and making it. Yeah. And that is honestly a part of the game that's going to take his individual game to a level that how great can he be? Not is he great, but how great he can be.
We got 81 more times to see that damn jump shot to see if it's for real. I ain't sold on it yet.
You ain't sold yet.
You shouldn't be. No, you're right. You shouldn't be sold on it. You can't change perception overnight and with one game. So you're 100% right.
Right.
I'm just saying, just from looking at it, it's a difference, and it's a difference in his confidence, and him knowing that he could beat KD now is different. He's not looking at him like he's the baby no more. He's looking at him like, hey, I'm the predator, you the prey. And that's just a different mentality. So now Kevin Durant and James Harden, they got to go back to the lab and be like, all right, man, we got a problem in the East, and it's the defending champ and the MVP / defensive player of the year that's still in his prime. Like that's becoming an issue now. So Brooklyn is on the verge of not being top predator no
and
more.
they get daggone disrespected like they didn't just win the championship.
It depends on who you're talking to, though.
No, I'm talking about like Caesar books and all that. No, like they're like picked 4th to win the championship.
Yeah.
And I think the circumstances, like of how it went, how they won. I mean, everybody is looked at last year. It's not as bad as the bubble year, but
that bubble won't count.
It's still.
Man, that's one of the hardest champions.
That's
the hardest one ever. If you ask me,
in the history
of the league.
Not when you couldn't go eat at the restaurant with your white counterpart. That one wasn't hard.
No, that one had nothing. This was the hardest one because we were in Disney World. But
man.
But yeah, man, I think they do. I think the Bucks. I believe that they are still contenders because I mean they bringing back basically the same team. Couple additions like the Duke alum Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
And I think he fits that team, that roster. You know, I think he fits with that squad. I still need to see the full assembly of the Nets before I'm ready to just write them off completely. Yes, Giannis is a problem, but I think if Kyrie plays, I think if Harden plays, if Kevin Durant plays, and they are all there together, I think that they are still the more talented team overall, and I think they are the team that can win against the Bucks.
Yeah, with Kyrie though.
Yes,
and because they already got issues. They can't stop you from getting in the paint.
I just don't think that that's gonna happen though.
What with Kyrie?
What's gonna happen?
No. I think Kyrie is on his soapbox and he ain't coming off of it.
Yeah, but what I think more likely is going to happen is that something's going to change with the mandate with New York. Something's going to change with New York. NBA got long money. You know, their option number one is to get Kyrie to do what they want them to do. If they can't get that, they know the gold mine they got with a Brooklyn Nets finals with maybe LA. And imagine if you can get a Brooklyn Nets Bucks Eastern Conference Finals and then a Bucks Lakers Finals. You bringing in some money. So what's probably going to happen?
That's a whole lot of money.
Yeah, they go figure out a way to get Kyrie on their court. They just gotta they want to explore forcing him to get the vax first, and then if all else fails, I think they're cave.
Yeah,
New York a cave. Kyrie not go cave at all.
No, he's not.
Yeah. I don't think even if he decides to get the vax at this point, I wouldn't consider it caving. Because he's already told you that he doesn't have a problem with this.
You think it's being told what to do?
I don't even think
it's part of it.
I think it's more so that he's calling out the hypocrisy of the whole situation.
Of course.
Like y'all told me before that y'all not gonna make me do it no matter what. And now as the season approaches, y'all changed your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody gonna have to come honor what you said to me in the first place. That's all it is right now.
Yeah,
because
me why he told me originally.
Right, because he was under the impression he was gonna get religious exemption, which is funny because they give you options for religious and medical exemption, but it's a glass ceiling because I haven't seen anyone get it approved. Not in the military. Did
anybody get the religious exemption?
Man,
there's
been people trying, but you know what they're doing in the military? Oh, religious exemption. Hey, chaplain, this sound right to you? No. Yeah, chaplain said no.
But chaplain, you don't even
you don't know my religion, bro. What?
Right, bro. That's how it is, man. You're not getting it.
That's crazy.
You're not getting it, and you ain't getting the medical exemption either. I mean, I
even
tried.
the ones that say Grand Rising Beloved, they don't get the ones that say Grand Rising, they don't get the religion.
No, because that religion isn't one of the observable religions protected under the military. Yeah, it's not recognized in the military. So the Wiccans and all them know. Yeah. They can't.
You stupid.
So my point is they not really giving nobody any exemptions, even though they saying that you can get one.
That you can get it.
Told Kyrie, and the NBA told Kyrie
that's a legal loophole.
Right. That's all it is. But yeah, Jay, I think you're right. It's the principle of the whole thing for him, and he's like, look, it's first and foremost, you're not gonna tell me I got to do something, and especially after you told me
I didn't have to do something.
Yeah, so
all Adam Silver has to do is come out publicly and say, "Hey, Kyrie, I apologize. I gave you bad information, and we're sorry." I think he'll go get a
bad gouge. Bad gouge, big dog. My bad.
Yeah, bad intel. Sorry about that, dog. You know what I'm saying? I think Kyrie go gets the vax the next day. or showed him the vax card and he got the vaccine 2 months ago. Hey, man,
I could have been.
Oh, man, that's what I was waiting on. Here you go. And you know how mad people would be if this man got vaccinated in July.
They'll trade him.
Nah. They wouldn't.
Nah, they wouldn't trade him. They'd be silly too.
Speaking of, hey, I'm not gonna hold out and lose no money, but I'm gonna come
not cool, not cool, Kyrie. Not cool, Kyrie.
Speaking of trading, go ahead, Jay.
Speaking of, y'all ain't gonna trade me. Watch what I do next. Yo, Ben Simmons.
Oh man. Hey, bro.
I actually like this.
You think that he didn't hear that stuff that Joel Embiid said? You think he didn't hear that stuff that Doc Rivers said?
And he's still saying it. And he's still Joel is just saying stupid stuff. Like at some point, shut up, dude. Like he pissed me off.
What did he say? He said that he don't have no care for the man no more because he just continuously does what he wants.
Man, Joel, a whole
that's supposed to be your. That's supposed to be your.
He is.
I think he's supposed to. Man,
he said they got rid of Markel for this guy, and you see how that went. This man saying we should have got rid of you and kept Markel.
Markel could shoot a little bit though. I'm just.
Listen,
no. He said that about Jimmy Butler. He said they got rid of Jimmy Butler.
Oh,
when they should have kept.
He said that too.
Yeah,
okay, well, okay, maybe, but still, you don't say that in public.
Yeah, he don't have no tone. He need a tone.
You don't even say that out loud in private.
Yeah,
you don't
even. So, like we family, and if I say, "Hey, Corey, man, we should have replaced you with anybody," even if we in private, you'll never look at me the same. That's something you just can't say.
We can't be teammates no more.
Yeah,
or we got to fight.
So I'm gonna come clothes and keep my cell phone with me. And
it was
limited. That man didn't have no socks.
He ain't got no socks. He don't care. That man does not care.
Did he have on some black Air Force Ones with it?
He could have.
Probably did, man.
No, he had the Crocs, but he put them on sport mode. He put that little strap.
I was gonna say he probably had some K Swiss on or something. You know what I'm saying? Like some all black K Swiss.
He had a cell phone in his pocket the whole practice.
The whole practice. He wasn't missing that.
That man might have had on windbreaker pants. He didn't even have on shorts.
Yeah. Listen, man.
How you practice in the NBA practice with a cell phone in your pocket? That's almost like when Jay had that fully dressed hot dog in his pocket when we was at school.
I've never been telling that same story for 20 years. I ain't never had no fully dressed hot dog.
You had a hot dog in your pocket?
No, how do you put a hot dog in your pocket?
Everything. Put in a little silver wrapper. It's good.
We was in Mr. Brennan class. He pulled a fully dressed hot dog out. and ain't none of the relish get on the inside of his pocket. I was like, how you do that?
Take meat, boy.
You gotta walk real slow. You see, you gotta walk real slow.
Sorry, I'm late. I didn't want to get none of this relish in my pocket.
Yeah, no, but how y'all see this playing out though, man? Y'all think he gonna get that trade?
What else can you do?
What Shane must say when he broke the people when he broke in Bruce Leroy mom and them restaurant and destroyed everything? He said, "Now you got to fight me. Now you got to trade him.
You got to."
Mel, would you go back in the locker room?
If I felt like I wasn't wanted, and I mean,
every time I seen a B, I would try to fight him. Game, practice, whatever.
We have to fight.
Yeah,
we have to.
If you're not going to and retract some of the statements that you made, then I think that you don't even respect me as a person. So therefore,
yes, like we need to go into the linen closet over here. Yeah, and we need to talk, and it's probably going to end up in a fight.
Listen,
if you judging books by covers, Ben Simmons catching the fade.
I think so. I think Ben Simmons might give Embiid that work.
He might
give Embiid because Embiid go end up on the ground somehow, some way. That dude just falls for no reason.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. If people giving Ben Simmons flack for being soft or whatever the case may be, and I'm not even mad at that argument. I'm not here to defend that part of it. But after I had a firsthand view of them getting eliminated and the shot that Ben Simmons didn't take. Yes, it was crazy because the closest person to him was Trae Young, and he just had to go up and dunk the ball. I get that. But nobody's talking about Embiid missing 2 clutch free throws down the stretch. Nobody's talking about Danilo Gallinari ripping him when they're down 4 with a minute and some change left and going Danilo Gallinari coast to coast, stealing the ball from someone, first of all, stealing it from Embiid, going coast to coast and dunking the ball to seal the game.
I bet you search his whole career, you've never seen that before.
Never seen that play before, and I sure wasn't expecting it. I said, oh no. Embiid got Gallinari in the post. His 2 points. No, it was a steal, and he went down and dunked the ball. But the first thing that he said was the turning point in the game is he threw Ben Simmons under the bus, and that's not how you get people to think that you are the man. Like skill wise, we already know what JoJo can do. He's one of the bigs that can do everything, literally everything: shoot, score, defend, rebound, block shots, everything that you need a big to do, he can do it. But shut up, bruh. Like, just stop talking. Because even if somehow, some way they were to work this out, the chemistry is all thrown off, no matter what.
You can't work it out because 6 weeks from now, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to be like, you know what?
Bro,
we got to go back in the closet.
And the Sixers are stupid too, because all they doing, Ben Simmons said that, and then they asked Doc if Ben Simmons can be your point guard on championship team. I don't know. And now you telling people that you have to have a star player and a first round pick for somebody who draft value you driving down.
Yeah, they messed this up. So if it's not salvageable, what's a good trade that's out there? What can you see this dude?
Golden State.
Hey, listen, y'all not gonna like this answer. Yeah, y'all not gonna like this answer.
But he would have to be willing to do that.
That's true too.
I would say Phoenix.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you why, Jay. He's being represented by Clutch Sports. First of all, they're giving them bad gauge and bad advice. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. And it's going to happen probably around game number 15, game number 20. It's going to be a Russell Westbrook for Ben Simmons trade. Mark my words.
And that makes sense. Russell is the scapegoat. Russell will be the scapegoat.
And right now they're playing the Warriors without Klay Thompson, and it's a 39-40 game, and only people they're scoring is AD and LeBron. Ain't nobody else helping out. Carmelo got a couple of points.
First of all, Carmelo's not in the league no more. That's Mr.
That's somebody else.
Yeah.
Hey, Andre Iguodala got 8 points, man. Come on, man.
Why is he effective ever?
That's what I was about to say.
Look at this, man. 14 from LeBron, 14 from Anthony Davis, man. Westbrook 0.
Hold on.
I would love to know how many shots he took.
Probably
he
none.
ain't taking a lot. He ain't taking a lot. He took about 2 shots.
Oh, okay.
He ain't taking a lot. So, I mean, come on, man. Like, Russell Westbrook is going to be out of there. And the only place he can go with the amount of money that he got on his on the books is probably for someone who got another max contract. So he's it's gonna be Philly. And the reason why Ben Simmons being represented by Clutch Sports or LeBron, they've already put in his ear, man, you can come to LA.
And always come to LA. You Clutch Sports.
Do what? Not take the shot there? Ben Simmons is fool's gold, man.
Hey, if Ben Simmons go to LA, they're winning the chip.
I don't know about that. I can't. I think you have to put him around more elite scorers than they have in LA. AD is the elite scorer.
The best place for Ben Simmons to go, actually, to make it work for him, would be Milwaukee.
No way. For who?
Absolutely. For who? For Grayson Allen and whoever else you want to add to the deal. It doesn't matter.
First of all, the money ain't gonna work out, and second of all, there's nothing that you can give Philly out of Milwaukee except somebody like Middleton at least.
All right. I would give Middleton up for Ben Simmons.
I would too, honestly.
But here's the thing: wherever he goes, he's not going to take the shot. Take the shot where? What is he going to do wherever he goes?
Yeah, he is who he is, man. I think that's who he is.
Trade him to ESPN and put him where Paul Pierce was.
Is he an upgrade for Russell Westbrook right now? Would he be able to? Would he be able to be a person that can get all the way to the rim and score better than Westbrook because he's 6'11"? Right? Can he pass and not turn the ball over as much as Westbrook? And can he lock down an elite offensive player like he did Trae? Well, he didn't lock down Trae Young, but he did as well as anybody could do. And he's 6'11". He's a Giannis or Kawhi level defender.
Yeah.
And a great ball general.
Why not just let him play?
Great.
I mean,
great at being the general of balls. Like what you just said is if he played basketball exactly like that, then the best fit for him would be in Golden State to replace Draymond Green.
But they would never get rid of Draymond Green because of what
I know that because of leadership, because of the leadership,
the locker room. Yep.
Yeah, because of the leadership.
He's the glue, but skill play.
You compare him with Draymond Green. And move Draymond Green to a Udonis Haslem type role where you just on the bench, bro. You there.
But they wouldn't have the money to do that. Like
it doesn't matter.
They got three max players: Clay, Steph, and Draymond. They can't bring in another max without getting rid of one of them.
Listen, 2 of them shouldn't have max contracts right now.
Yeah, but they do. Draymond shouldn't have a max contract.
He should have never gotten a max contract.
No.
That's what they do, but then when you think about it, Ben Simmons shouldn't have got one either. There
you go. If we're being honest,
cut off.
And so, a lot of that, I get the fool's gold talk because I mean everything.
How you gonna have a max contract and not come to work?
And here's another thing. Maybe shipping him to that Chicago team y'all was so high on last week.
I'm not.
Yeah, man, they cold.
They look good.
Chicago cold.
You know what? That might be the team for real.
Yeah, you got to. He can't go to a contender because he's a pretender. So wherever he goes, they instantly get worse. I said it.
Yeah, damn.
Oh man,
I said it. I mean,
Ben Simmons. I don't know any team that would look at him right now and say, "Okay, here you are as our best player." I think that ship has sailed. So he has to go to some place where he's like
Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, like that would be the only place that'll make him the best. You get what I mean? Like
he's not even the best. I'm still taking Fox over him.
Yeah, Fox. Yeah.
Wherever he goes, do you still want him?
You could get rid of Big T for him.
No. He is going to have to accept the fact that he's not going to be a point guard and he's going to have to switch and play down low.
Okay, so in that case, do you think he would fit with LaMelo Ball in Charlotte? If they was to give up PJ Washington and maybe Miles Bridges, for Ben Simmons,
work. I think it'll work.
So do you think
it wouldn't make the playoffs?
You don't think?
What is he going to give you offensively?
Are you serious? The same thing Westbrook gives you offensively.
No,
to the cup.
It's not.
And I'm not. I can't
don't say that, Mill. Don't say
Westbrook actually takes the shots.
He actually makes some of them.
See, he takes them and is willing to make them sometimes. Ben Simmons, you cannot make a shot that you never take. Like
if Westbrook, like this. So if Westbrook scored 50 tonight, everybody be like, "Oh wow, Westbrook had 50 tonight. He played a good game." If Ben Simmons scored 50, that shit would be on CNN.
He's never scored.
Wait. Ben Simmons scored points. He just don't shoot threes.
He doesn't.
Remember, if he get to the free throw line, he's throwing left-handed, right-handed runners anywhere from the paint and making them. He got touch.
Mel, right? I know why you.
He wouldn't shoot a layup.
I know why you defended Ben Simmons, man.
Why is that? Am I defending him?
Yeah, he got a special place in his heart for guys that won't pull the trigger. That Mel real high on guys that won't pull the trigger.
Okay,
he won't pull it, man. And if he does, he's not effective. Like
he's not
in the paint.
I agree with you.
He's an in the paint scorer. However, he's not a point guard on a championship team. He was not a point guard on the elite team.
Listen, nobody would be mad at him if you're not a 3-point shooter, but you play. And I'm not saying play like Giannis. I'm just saying play something like him, similar. You know what I'm saying? He's not even close to that.
If you play this man in the playoff, like the game, the fourth quarters, he doesn't want the ball, and that's not because he don't think that he can score. It's because that everybody knows that he's a horrible free throw shooter as well. So yeah, he has those floaters, and when he get in the lane, he's 6'10", 6'11", strong dude that can dunk on you. But they know, everybody knows. He says the reason why he did not take that shot is because he expected Trae Young to foul him at that when he went up for the shot.
But if Trae Young fouls him and he dunk all on Trae Young, then you just go to the free throw line and shoot one because you just made the dunk.
And miss. Even if you
look, he's only done something like that one time, and it just happened to be in the playoffs in a big moment, and it cost him. But that's but we've all made that mistake where you either go up and expect contact, and
it don't happen.
And it
don't happen, and it throws you off either with the shot or either you making a decision that you wasn't normally going to make. So I mean, I get what happened. It's just amplified because of what
when it was and how everybody reacted. I agree.
Listen, so there is no way. I don't agree because there is no way in hell that I am going to let, if I'm Ben Simmons at 6'11", 250, there's no way in hell I'm letting 6', 185 Trae Young even bother me taking the shot.
5'11".
Same thing.
5'11", 135 Trae Young.
Yes, I'm not letting him bother me.
Yeah, it was a bad mistake. I still think that Ben Simmons is a plus defender for all 5 positions. And
this is where we talk about that he has elite attributes.
He should have played his last basketball in Philly, but I think they're gonna keep trying to salvage it.
Why? Well, I guess because if it worked, it would have worked well.
Listen, if they winning and he decides to come back, then he fucks the whole locker room up.
Yeah,
I mean they already suspended him for their opener. They're gonna find a reason.
That's like one game.
They're working real hard to try to.
If he comes back game 15 and they 13-2, you know what I'm saying? And he comes into the locker room, that's not good.
Yeah. And then they start losing. Everybody look at him.
I already told you what the play was. Come on, man. Don't underestimate Clutch Sports, man. Do not underestimate them.
Yeah, they get what they want.
It's not working out. Russ still got 0 points.
That man going up. That man going ham. That man going ham with his 0.
That man still got 0 points with 1 assist and 1 rebound.
Because he passing.
Look. You ain't part of the offense, homie. And we ain't got no room for you. But I guarantee it. Look, the play is already in motion, man. Remember when LeBron had all his friends in Cleveland. He went and got Wade. He had D Rose. He had Isaiah Thomas. He had Jay Crowder. Yep. It wasn't a bad squad. And when that jump wasn't working, when it wasn't working,
Golden State,
all of them was gone.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, Wade, you my boy and all, man, but you got to go because this ain't happening. Don't think that LeBron won't trade you mid-season. Westbrook is out of there, and the reason why they got to use that Ben Simmons play is because there's nowhere else that's going to take that contract that Westbrook got.
And this is why. This is they trying to move John Wall. Yeah, and this is why LeBron is the best GM in history.
Yeah,
I mean, he created his home.
What do you think about what do you think about that? A Wall
go to
for
Houston.
Westbrook trade.
Wall for Westbrook.
They're not going to do that. They already got Westbrook and got rid of him for Wall. He's not going to bring him back in Houston.
Listen, it don't matter. If they can make the money make sense for Houston, then Houston would do it. Houston will probably be the worst team in the NBA this year.
No, because I'm gonna tell you about that rookie.
Still there.
I'm gonna tell you about that rookie Jalen Green, and I'm gonna tell you about that second year player Porter Jr. They cold. I think they got potential to be better than the tandem of Brown and Tatum. They cold. Yes. Please pay attention to them boys in Houston. Green and Porter Jr.
What else is out there though?
What's my man number 35? That's a pretty good power forward. Christian Wood. And that's it.
And they got another dude this year, another rookie named Josh Christopher. Kind of wing defender, big, 3-and-D potential guy. Like they got pieces. They have pieces. I mean, I don't think they'll be playoff.
But every team in the NBA got pieces.
That's true too.
I mean, so in the West, who could they beat in the West?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they're very young, and Green's a rookie, so you got to expect extreme highs and extreme lows. He's not gonna be consistent yet, so I'm not saying that they got potential to be like a 6 seed or nothing like that. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't be surprised if they
playing game
into a playing game. Yeah, they can be a 10 and get in the play-in. So and by that time, who knows what type of.
But guys, think about it. There's only 15 teams in each conference, and 10 the playoffs.
Well, yeah, is the play-in really considered to be the playoffs though?
No, it's the play-in.
Yeah. The play-in,
it's not the playoffs.
It's the playoffs. It's postseason.
Yeah. Hey, but look, y'all, we at our limit.
It is postseason.
So it's playoff. Yeah. It's a 1-game playoff to see who continues.
Close to the playoffs.
Right. We don't know what it is yet because the NBA don't know what it is yet.
In 2 years, you'll never hear of it again.
I think that's LeBron's idea.
In 2 years, it'll be gone.
Until it wasn't his idea.
Right. Yeah. Hey, but I'm about to let y'all go ahead and go finish watching this game because it's almost halftime. Lakers up 48, 50 to 43 now. Lakers will win this game, but man, they making it hard on themselves, man. I don't understand. I gotta turn the TV on and figure out why it's only 2 people scoring.
Well,
like,
why you think?
I put it on right here, and I mean, people just missing shots right now. It looked like the first game of the season. It looked like both teams got 9 points off turnovers. It's definitely okay. Andrew Wiggins is doing a little number. I forgot Dwight was back there.
I think Otto Porter Jr. is going to be really good for the Warriors. They just got to find his minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They got to find minutes for him. I like Otto Porter Jr. probably more than I like Wiggins right now because he got the 3-point.
What Wiggins contract look? Is he? What is he at contract wise?
Oh, he getting paid.
Okay,
yeah, he making money.
It ain't max, but it's a big contract.
Okay.
When does Clay come back? All-Star break?
It's week to week right now. He could be back before All-Star break.
I'm telling you, you better get your wins in because once Clay come back and he get rolling, they're gonna be hard to beat, boy.
Possibly.
Possibly. Again. What about Wiseman?
I don't know when he come back, but he's a big. And that's the thing I like about Golden State that I don't like about Brooklyn, because Brooklyn is trying to model their offense like Golden State's. However, they don't have the type of defense to match. They don't have no size inside. Like Draymond will go down there and rebound, and he's agile and he can move and he can defend. Wiseman is a shot blocker. Kevon Looney is a shot blocker and a rebounder. They don't have guys like that in Brooklyn. They got Claxton, but he's real thin, and that's only one guy.
Yep, he's the rim protector, but he's not. He's light though.
Yeah, they have Kevin Durant playing power forward and down low on the block a little bit too much for my liking. A little bit too much, man. But they got to figure that out, man, because they gave up a ton of points. I think they gave up like 50 points in the paint to Milwaukee tonight. Probably more than that. Probably 60.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they and like if you look at the game, they played them pretty even. They had about the same amount of free throws, same amount of threes. Brooklyn shot the three at a better percentage. They both was at about 45% for field goals, but the difference was all the points that Milwaukee had was just layups.
Easy point.
Easy point.
Yeah. Versus I know them points that Brooklyn was getting was hard. I know pause. I know it was a lot of jump shots and threes and ISO ball and all types of stuff.
You're isolating balls. I got you. All right, bet.
Hey, Zoe, send us home real quick. Look at Zoe.
Zoe can't
you still ain't got that roadcast yet?
No, I have not got it yet, man. I was hoping it was today. I was hoping it was the day, man. So I could test it out. But as soon as I do, I call y'all because I need some technical support. Okay.
Super easy. Plug and play. Download the software. Download the software. Plug it in. Download the software on your computer, and then it's cool. And then check to see if there's any updates you need.
Hey, I got a prediction before we leave.
What's that?
The Cowboys will not win this week.
Who they play?
They got to buy.
Yeah, there we go.
Man, y'all subscribe to YouTube. I'm sick of you, Corey. I need the Cowboys to lose whatever they play again because Corey is happy now. Corey is smiling and joyous. Doggone Cowboys. What they 5?
Hey, work. They be talking noise at work. I be like, man, I don't give a damn. Whatever.
Yeah, we're winning. It doesn't really matter what I say.
Whatever. You got to stay 2 more days. It doesn't matter.
Hey, just breaking news. They don't give out rings for regular season stuff. Just sing that. So
I agree.
Wouldn't celebrate your shit, Corey.
I'm not celebrating at all because I'm talking noise, but my quarterback is walking around in a boot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Well, speaking of boot, let's go ahead and boot this episode off. Hey man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Check us out next Tuesday on the next live. Man, basketball season is back and football season is in full swing, man. So we're gonna have a whole lot to talk about. Man, we didn't do no call-ins tonight, but yeah, we'll have call-ins available again. Yeah,
next week for
sure. Yeah, we just started and we just all over the place today.
Yeah.
Which was a good combo though. But next Tuesday, man, check us out. And subscribe if you hadn't already subscribed to us on YouTube. Peace.
Yep.